The views and opinions expressed by the guests, listeners, and hosts of any show on 900 AM WURD do not necessarily reflect those of ownership, management, or advertisers of this station.
So I can get you, baby. I want to be true. At least 3 times a day. In all the ways, baby. You can have your way if you decide to stay. So come live with me. Ooh, angel. All the ways is what you need. Just you and me. Lock up the days. After we breakfast in the bed on me, for I come live with me. Papa, Sue, and Jack. Come live
Yeah. Hey, Philly. Y'all know the kind of mood I'm in tonight. Put that Marvin Gaye on. Me and brother Dwayne was out there in Vegas, man, and we put that cut on, and we talked about that boy on that horn. See, Marvin had that jazz, man. He loved that jazz, man. You know, the great late Marvin Gaye. Good evening, Philly. That's right. It's another edition of the Jazz Kitchen, and I'm your host, Brother Ben. And I'm here tonight, you know, with my partner. I don't do nothing without my partner, Mr. Dow Jones, Mr. DJ. What's up, big fella?
What's good? What's good, Philly?
All right, all right. Got my main man running everything for me. He gonna be with me when we keep moving, man. You got this brother Eric Nixon, man. He's the engineer, good young brother, man. Aspiring, man. He's my mentor. He tells me how to make it happen, what I should do from his experience of being on this radio, man. I'm so glad to have him. Hello out there to my tri-state listeners. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim community. I'm in a real good mood, man. It's coming to the end of the summer. Got some things going. We had a lot of concerts this week, man. The Dell was rocking. You had the Whispers Saturday night. The other night you had Peebo, man. Peebo was unreal down at Penn's Landing, and had some young folk come up there and sing, and he was hitting his things, and then he did a little I mean, oh man, it was a great way to end the summer. Spent it with some family members, and we went out and just had some dinner afterwards, and just just enjoying the town. I'd like to let everybody know that the Jazz Kitchen is sponsored by TrainedOsha.com, and we have a new sponsor now, CODA, Children of the Arts, and we're going to be talking about these companies during the show. We're glad to have sponsors, looking for some new sponsors. Tonight's a special night. We got the good brother Dwayne coming with the Las Vegas Jazz Connection, and we got that brother from Philly, Mr. Bradshaw, and he's going to be on with us, and we're going to talk about Philly and the mark that he's made. Awesome brother, man, on that trombone. And, just been hanging in there, going back and forth with the election. The weather's been hot all week, and, we're going to have some more hot weather this week. How you been, D? What you been working on, man? I think you got 37 out already, huh?
Yes, Ben. I completed 37 today. I completed it today. We're going to hear a little bit of that today on the air.
Oh, that's good, man. Listeners out there, this is WURD 900 AM on your dial. If you want to call in for requests, do not hesitate. Area code 215-634-8065 and toll free 866-361-0900. And like I told you, if you really want to hear us on your phone or on the internet, just go to 900AMWURD.com. You're listening to Black Talk Radio. This is 900 AM. I'm your host, Brother Ben, and like I said, we're going to keep this jazz moving. All right, all right. Y'all see the kind of mood I'm in tonight, man. You hear that, man? Greg Caracas and Peter White doing that thing, man. That thing is real, man. You know, when these guys get together and they just, like I told you, man, jazz goes deeper and deeper. You know, it's just not that one cut on the record. You know, you got to listen to the whole album. I tell everybody, man, you learn the character of the artist, then another artist get together, man. Some of them times it be 4 and 5 artists as they get together, man. They put their thing down. You know, I want to thank everybody for listening to us this evening. You know, all the music that you hear on the Jazz Kitchen, we have them on CDs. We have them on volumes. And we're already up to volume number 37. And all the proceeds from the sale of the volumes help to feed the homeless. We feed the homeless every night all over the city of Philadelphia. And, you know, the good Lord, He tells us we have to give back. And that's how the Jazz Kitchen gives back. We feed people that they need. You have people at the Amtrak station, 30th Street. You have people all around the Art Museum, Franklin Institute, all down under the highways. These people trying to look for shelter, and they're hungry. So the least I can do is whatever little extra I have or what I can accumulate from people that help me and sponsor me is feed the homeless. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Let your friends know. This is the Jazz Kitchen, man. This is the opportunity for us to network and talk about different things that are going on around the city, around the world, the whole nine. And as you know, the Jazz Kitchen's getting ready to have a restaurant right in Philadelphia in Old City, 15 North 3rd Street, the Jazz Kitchen. Real upscale type jazz. We'll have live performances. We're going to have a retail store in there selling all types of music, collector's items, things that we collect from all over the country, art, all kind of memorabilia. So look out for the Jazz Kitchen on 3rd Street. We'll be opening somewhere in the beginning of October. So please pass the word out. Call your friends, man. Say, tune in to Brother Ben. He getting it in. So with no further ado, man, let's keep this music going. Okay, there we go. Boy, that's a little bit of that Boney James. Bad boy there. How y'all doing out there in Philly? Y'all Eagles, boy, oh my God. Boy, them boys was tough yesterday. Boy, I can't wait to, well, I guess Thursday they're not going to play the players, but them Eagles, man, they were sharp. Sometimes it just takes a different person at the helm, a leader, somebody to take, because they're very talented young men. They got a brother there, man. Reminds me of that brother used to play for the Giants, Plexico Barris. They got a boy over there. He got the same last name as the guy on the Giants, Beckham. And boys, all that. That boy's 6-something, man. He tall, man. He looked like he taller in the stadium, man. He missed one, then came back and did it so pretty. So I think they're going to have a lot of luck with him. I give him a lot of success. Philly, man. You people out there, y'all need to embrace your city, man. The city is really blowing up right now. It's a big college town. I rode through Temple today, and Temple's got great ads on the radio. I mean, they're really growing as a school. We're seeing a lot of diversity in the North Philadelphia area. That's beautiful, man. That's growth. WURD in the Jazz Kitchen, that's growth. You feel me? We getting the opportunity. We're on every week now. We're getting stronger and stronger. More people are hearing about us. Every week, if just one more person listens, it's a plus for me. All right? And, I'm doing my best to keep this thing going. The Jazz Kitchen is on YouTube 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. You can go on YouTube and put in Brother Ben, the Jazz Kitchen, and all my tapes, all my volumes come up. Gives you my different little style in jazz, how I like to listen to it, because it's a part of my life. And that's all I do is play that good jazz. All right, all right. A little soul vibration earlier with Chris Stranging, and then that one was Cup of Joy, Marcus Anderson featuring the boy Matt Marshak. All right, y'all, what's going on? You know, this show, and one of our main sponsors is TrainOsha.com, which is a construction management company in the tri-state area, also in New York. They specialize in training the 10-hour OSHA courses and the 30-hour OSHA courses so that you can work in the construction industry. They have two schools, one at 1410 North 16th Street at the Beckett Life Center. They also have a school out in the Northeast area, 1309 Cotman Avenue, 2 blocks up from Northeast High School. Awesome school. You go there, you get your certifications, makes your resume look more strong, makes you look more employable to have different certifications. This world out here, you know, a lot of people, some people can go to college and get a degree, but they have a lot of different things that you can do in the vocational end where you can be certified and be qualified and have some type of skill. Don't, you know, skills, everybody don't have to be a lawyer, everybody don't have to be a doctor. You can have skills and different things that you can do with your hands and your eyes. It's a lot of money out there to make, and that company TrainOsha.com has various courses that you can learn: lead, asbestos removal, you know, scaffold training, flaggers. It's various certifications that company teaches to make you more employable. So, you know, give them a call, area code 215-678-0470. Again, 215-678-0470, and get certified today with TrainOsha.com. Another sponsor that we have is that fabulous organization, CODA. You know, it's a fabulous organization out there, CODA. One of the main sponsors of our company, Miss Sharon Reeves Battle, is the president of the company, founder, and we have Rose Clark, one of the administrators. Their CODA is, you know, Children of the Arts. It's an opportunity for young children to go and learn how to sing, learn how to play instruments, learn how to be a part of the arts. It's a desperate need. Everybody doesn't have, like I said again, doesn't have to grow up to be an athlete. We need musicians. We need get your children involved with those instruments. Learn them how to do music. You know, music is unreal. But CODA, Children of the Arts, is a nonprofit organization, and they're out there battling, trying to find all types of funds, and they're looking for donations every day. So it's anything you can do out there in the Philadelphia area to help this CODA organization. Do not hesitate. You can reach them at 215-761-4110. Again, 215-761-4110. And Mrs. Clark will definitely appreciate any donation, whether it be instruments, space, whatever, funds, whatever. They need everything. And it's a fabulous company. And TrainOsha.com, along with the Jazz Kitchen, are sponsors of the company. Now, you know, we're getting up to one of the favorite parts of the show. It's the Las Vegas Jazz Connection. And this week is very, very special because we have one of the homegrown talents of Philadelphia on the line with us, along with the host of the Las Vegas Jazz Connection, Mr. Dwayne. And we have Mr. Jeff Bradshaw also on the line. Good evening, brothers. How y'all doing?
Hey, man, what's happening? What's happening?
Brother Ben, how you doing?
Hey, listen, man, this is, you know, we wanted to get him in the studio, but having him on the phone is just as good. I was with this brother Bradshaw. I was listening to him years ago, man, and I think Brother Carl turned me on to him, and I know he's a native of North Philly and Richard Allen area, and you know, I know his brother very well. I had the restaurant up the street and from where his brother resided, and you know, his brother's a barber, so I always knew his brother. Didn't know they were brothers. And then when me and you sat down and we started playing a little bit, you brought me up to speed on Mr. Bradshaw. I'd like to say good evening to both of you. And Brother Dwayne, like you do on every show, let's give us a little history on Mr. Bradshaw before we bring him on.
Yes, sir. Let me give you a little backdrop on him. But before I get started, let me say hello to all the listeners in Las Vegas, Philadelphia, Denver, Montana, and the World Wide Web. Tonight's artist spotlight is on the premier world-renowned trombone player, the legendary Jeff Bradshaw. But first, for anyone who wants to know the in-depth talent of Mr. Bradshaw, they should go to the YouTube and view the Jeff Bradshaw Experience. This brother has played with Jill Scott, Music Soul Child, Kendrick Family Soul, Jay-Z, Kanye, Mos Def, and I have seen him perform on the Dave Chappelle block party. Jeff is a North Philadelphia born and bred soul, jazz, and hip-hop folk innovator and a trombone virtuoso. Jeff Bradshaw spent his formative years honing his chops alongside some of the biggest names both in and out of Philadelphia soul movement. By the time he got around to releasing his solo 2004 critically acclaimed Bone Deep album, he had shared the stage with such industry giants as Michael Jackson, Earth, Wind and Fire, Patti LaBelle, Erykah Badu, and countless others. Bone Deep. Now this album, Bone Deep, made him a festival circuit mainstay. And and he spent the next 8 years refining his signature smooth sound in both a solo setting and in the support of artists like Mary J. Blige and The Roots. His album, Bone Deep Appetite, featured Raheem DeVaughn and Marsha and James Monica. Now, Jeff did an album called One Special Night at the Kimmel Center. It's called Home. He had on that album, he had featured Kenny Lattimore, Will Downey, and you know the artist we did a couple weeks ago, which was Nasi, and Marsha.
Right.
Him, and Trump. I had to laugh at this one. Trombone Shorty. Now, the last time I seen Jeff perform, excuse me.
You're right.
I didn't see him perform. I went to a show to see Mesa down at the Zanzibar Blues. And Jeff was able to get every single album that Mesa had signed for me by Mesa.
Wow.
But you know, I grew up with Jeff. Jeff is a phenomenal guy. He's very smart, very sharp, very articulate, and he knows his jazz.
All right.
That's the backdrop and my introduction for Mr. Jeff Bradshaw.
My man. Mr. Bradshaw, without any further ado, we want to welcome you to 900 AM WRD. This is the Jazz Kitchen. I'm Brother Ben. I got my main man co-host here, Mr. Darryl Jones. And we were hoping to get you in the studio, but to get you on the phone, it's okay because we're going to be around for a long time. But we got to talk to our good brother because, man, your music is unreal. We have a special treat for you all night. We put a hell of a CD together with all your good music. And how you doing this evening?
Man, I'm truly blessed. First of all, thank you for having me. Giving honor to God for all my blessings and everything that's happened in this 21-year career for me. And I'm just getting started, man. Thank you so much for having me. And I really appreciate the love. There's nothing like being appreciated for the hard work that you put in and taking advantage of some great opportunities that I've had and made the most of them, the best of my ability, man. So thank you so much for having me, man. I'm glad to be here.
Well, you know, this is been always a dream for me to one day when I get settled down to come back on the radio. Years ago, I worked at a record store called the Sunshine Store on Market Street, and we naturally turned into Zounds Records. And that's where I met, you know, the good Dr. Perry Johnson and a lot of DJs back in the day, Primus and you know, just everybody that was involved in DAS actually worked at the store with me, and they kind of got me involved. But it was a good brother, Brother Williams, which his Muslim name was Brother Nasir. He was with WRTI at that time, and he kind of mentored me, and he had the the baddest jazz collection that I had ever seen, because we would work together at Zounds, and then at night we go to WRTI, and he worked there during the day teaching young men and women about the radio industry. So I come into music business on another different level. Then I worked with Kashif for 6 years, from 1979 to 85, and everybody knows who Kashif is. And you always, once I heard your sound, it just, oh man, this guy's unreal. And I had never knew that you were from the Philadelphia area. So I mean, you're the man. One of the reasons why we bring you on the show is we just like to let the audience know what's coming up new, where do you see music going, and how do you feel that young youth, which is a major problem in the world today, how we can get them to kind of look into jazz and try to find a way to get involved with it. We need some youth, and I know that a lot of the school systems are taking a lot of money out of the music end of the schools, so they're not learning like they used to. That's why we don't have a lot of young new artists out there. But I know you learned from somewhere. We just like you to give us a little history on you and tell us about yourself.
I was born and raised in a church called the United House of Prayer for All People, right in the heart of North Philly, like a block from where I was born and raised. And 1133 Cambridge Mall. And I cut my teeth in church, man. That's where, I kind of developed. I guess that's where I kind of learned what I needed to know about playing my instrument. I play several instruments.
Okay.
But trombone I chose because my father played it.
All right.
And I wanted to do everything that he did because he was the coolest cat I ever known.
Right. Okay.
But my talent comes from God. And I listened to a lot of great music over the years, from Coltrane to Miles, to the Dirty Dozen Jazz Band, to Sarah Vaughan, to Bella Fleck and the Flecktones, Steely Dan, to, I listened to the Yellow Jackets.
Right.
I listened to a lot of wide verses of music.
Okay.
And I tried to find my sound on this instrument, but I didn't realize that I already had a sound.
Wow, and you do. And you do.
When people hear me play and hear records, people are like, man, did you play on the Michael Jackson record? Did you play on the Music Soul?
Right.
I heard the song and it sounded like you. When you develop your sound, but I cut my teeth, came up through the music and came up through the Philadelphia music scene, playing the clubs like Zanzibar Blue, Wilhelmina's, the Five Spot, Silk City, and many others. Cut my teeth on the Philly music scene. I'm not formally trained. I'm self-taught.
Okay.
I came right out of high school and jumped on the Philly music scene, and this surrounded myself by great musicians, hanging out with the Roots, and in the studio with Jazzy Jeff and these 6 amazing producers.
Right.
I mean, Ivan Darius and Carvin Hagen and Darren Henson and Keith Phelps and Andre Harris and Udall Davis, and these guys that in the studio with these guys who created these albums, like Jill Scott and Music Soul Child and Flowetry, and countless others. And I hung out in the studio, from the studio to the stage, from the stage to the studio, from the studio to the stage, and hanging out with Questlove from the Roots, and James Poyser, these guys who put me in the studio and put me on these records with Erykah Badu. How I got to do the horns on Other Side of the Game when I met Erykah Badu. The Roots brought her to Philly to her first album, and that was kind of where I got started in this Philly music scene, just playing in the clubs, and from the clubs to the studio back to the clubs, and wound up on tour with a girl named Jill Scott. Okay. And the rest, and that's when, on stage with her for about 3 years, when I realized that, I had a voice of my own. Right. That felt like needed to be heard. Okay. So, Hey, listen, brother, let me say this to you, man. When I listen to other, some tunes sometimes, I hear the trombone, I mean, automatically, I just think of you. Because there's not a lot of artists out there, or artists, that I've heard that really have a unique trombone type style. And when I hear a record and it has a trombone in it, automatically I think it's you. So, and I'm keeping it real with you. Jeff, I grew up up in Germantown, and I had a neighbor named Burt Lancaster. He was in the car business, but his brother was Byard Lancaster. And he would always talk about his brother, and I was a kid and didn't realize how deep his brother was. Had you ever worked with him, or did you ever hear about Byard Lancaster coming up? I did not.
Okay. And Byard Lancaster, he was, I don't know if he played the trombone. I know he played the sax, but he was a Philadelphia guy that played with all the guys, but he never really got his recognition. But like I said, he was from the neighborhood, and, I guess some people make it and some people don't. But, I mean, he's still people know of him, and
Right.
but I didn't know, in your coming up, did you ever, come across him? But I know that you have been around with a lot of different artists, and a couple weeks ago on a Wednesday, we went up and checked Najee and David Benoit up on the Hudson River. And I'm going to be working on some things to do some jazz shows on the Delaware River on the Spirit of Philadelphia. And if any way I can do it, you're going to be one of my first artists. And I really appreciate you taking out the time to try to enhance my show. And because this is what I want to do. I want to, bring a different style of jazz to Philly. And I want people to understand and know about the artists and know where they come from. Because when you know about someone and you know the history of them, you can appreciate them more. And I really appreciate that. And I don't know if Mr. Alexander, Brother Dwayne, told you that we're opening up the Jazz Kitchen on 15 North 3rd Street. And we're going to have live entertainment and food. And I'm trying to have like a New York Blue Note in Philly, that type of vibe.
Oh, nice, man. We can never have too many jazz venues in Philadelphia. Bring it on.
Right.
There's a time that we had so many more, but we don't have as many. We have some really nice places, but we don't have nowhere near the amount of jazz venues that we should have.
Okay.
So, I welcome them.
All right.
Thank God that
All right.
somebody's going to give us musicians, give all of the young lions in Philadelphia a place to go and display their talent.
Okay. Now, Brother Dwayne, before we let Brother Jeff go, how you going? Every week you end it on a good note. Let's. What do you got this week?
Well, you know what? Listening to Brother Jeff, and I listen to Brother Jeff's address because I live right down the street from him at 948 North 10th Street, right there in Cambridge Mall. And to look at Brother Jeff's progress in life, I'm gonna close off with this statement that I read today. It's called "Get Focused and Get Excellence." You spend time and exerted efforts to get focused. Add great value to that focus by maintaining it for a while. Bright, shiny distractions tempt you to look away. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself how worthless those distractions are and stay focused. Diversity of experience enriches life. Yet there is no point in doing many things unless you do each of them well. There will be time later for other activities. For now, focus all you have on doing your best to finish this one task. The more committed you are to maintaining your focus, the more effective, productive, creative you become. Give what is in front of you the time and attention it deserves. Gently let go of the urge to know it all, see it all, to experience it all at once. Give focus and give the excellence it produces.
My brother. Oh, you do it every week, boy. You're phenomenal. Mr. Bradshaw, thank you very much. In the near future, I know me and you'll get together. And I want to thank your brother for letting me know, and Brother Dwayne bringing us together. God bless you. And we will always keep we got CDs on you, brother. We're going to always have you on the Jazz Kitchen. But in closing, thank you, brother. God bless you. Brother Dwayne, assalamu alaikum. And I'll see you brothers on the other side.
Thank you, man. God bless.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Peace.
Hello, Philly. This is your co-host, Brother Darrell. Anyway, that was one of Jeff Bradshaw's track. You're listening to 900 AM, WURD Black Talk Media. If anyone if you got anything to request, please give us a call at 215-634-8065. Toll free 1-866-361-0900.
We are 900 AM WURD Philadelphia and 900 AM WURD.com. Follow us on social media at 900 AM WURD. Progressive and proud. Black Talk Media.
All right. What's going on? All right, Philly. We getting that. Having a good show tonight. Well, we got a request in. Let's see what we got here. Somebody requested something special. Here you go. But that's that good brother. What's that brother's name, Brother Darryl?
Jakeem Joyner.
That boy unreal, man. He does a Michael Jackson piece that we're going to get into later. But we're going to keep it moving. right. You know who that is. That's the great Got To, Bobby Ara. Boy, he been around for a long time, man. That's my man. I love that record, man. Listen, you're listening to the Jazz Kitchen on WURD, 900 AM on your dial. As you know, all the CDs that you hear on the station, we have in volumes. You can purchase them at Michael's Salon and Barbershop at Ogance and Cheltenham Avenue. You can purchase them at the Philadelphia Hair Company at Germantown and Price, and at First Hair Decision, Brother Ty, on 40th Street between Chestnut and Sansom. Or you can call us directly at 215-678-0470. Again, 215-678-0470, and we'll mail them to you overnight. We're already up to volume 37. You're listening to a lot of music tonight that's on the volume 37. We want to apologize, for sometimes we do have technical difficulty because of the different ways that we try to bring you the music, but we're going to keep it moving. This is the Jazz Kitchen. All right, all right. That's Triple Dare. Y'all know who Triple Dare is now, right? The great Rick Braun. My man, what's this here? Is Kim Waters or, no, Kurt Whalen. And the good brother Norman Brown. That's a fabulous trio, man. Listen, we're listening to the Jazz Kitchen. How y'all doing out there in Philly? Y'all know you can call in for requests. The night's not over. We on the second half. We're going to get a little sugar and spice. and Spice. Greg Manning featuring Donald Faves. What's going on out there, Philly? Watching these awards tonight. Everybody's in, Rihanna just did her thing. I don't know what she did, but it looked all right. I guess these are video awards. It's not like she had to sing, but they doing their thing. It's good to see everybody out there representing. MTV, does their thing. It's one of the platforms that we have. We really don't have a lot out there on jazz, but, like I said, coming in the future, we're going to do our thing and try to put jazz out there a little bit better. What's going on over there, Darryl? How you feeling this evening?
I'm good.
That's good, man. That's good. Well, you're listening to WURD. This is the Jazz Kitchen. We come on every week, every Sunday from 10 to midnight, and we love it. We're having a good time. We had the good brother Dwayne with the Las Vegas Jazz Connection. We brought on that real good brother, brother Jeff Bradshaw. I mean, he was all that, man. I've been listening to him for years, and just to hear him come on and give us his background, it just makes us real strong, man. We always gonna have his music. You make sure, Darryl, you always put him in the cuff. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
And make sure we always have him up in there. So let's keep this jazz going. right, all right. Boy, that's Sunday best, man, with the great late women Tisdale and featuring Jonathan Butler and Kurt Whalen. I tell you, man, when these artists get together, man, and put them tunes, man, it's just fabulous. I love collaborations. I love to see different people team up. You know, last week on the boat ride, man, we seen, you know, Najee and who else was that other brother, man?
Alex Bouillon.
Yeah, Alex Bouillon. I got him all mixed up. I don't know. I guess it's getting late, but it's okay. How y'all doing out there in Philly?
Oh, we're going to get into some of that Alex later on.
We're going to get into some Alex? All right, I'm going to let you, roll this thing out. And, Philly, I appreciate everybody. I go out to a couple concerts this weekend. Like I said, the man was jumping down at the Penn's Landing. It was over Pieces of a Dream. It was over in Wiggins. And people are starting to hear about us. We got more people calling in for requests, and that jazz connection out there in Vegas, and the things that Brother Dwayne is bringing to the table. We just gonna keep it moving, man. And like I said, in the near future, we're gonna have the Jazz Kitchen down there on 3rd Street, and you'll be able to come in and listen to jazz all day and get some good food and buy some good music. We're going to have music collectibles. We're going to have volumes on every jazz artist. We're cutting a deal with Columbia. Columbia's going to supply me with everything. I'm even going to have the full collection of Philly sound, anything that was done Philly. I don't care if it was the OJs, Teddy, MFSB, Lou Rawls. We're going to have it all, man. Even the Jacksons came through Philadelphia at one time. Going Places was an album that Kenny and them did. But like I said, the Jazz Kitchen is about everything. It's about the whole jazz movement. It's about, all the different things that come with it. We're just not going to be local. We're going to be in New York. We're going to be in D.C. We're going to be doing some things down in Australia. And, like I said, the Vegas thing is unreal. And our brother Dwayne is in Montana. He's in Phoenix. He done took this thing all over. So we're going to keep the jazz moving. Thank you all for listening. It's WURD 900 AM on your dial. This is the Jazz Kitchen.
Good evening, Philly. This is your co-host, Brother Darrell. That track was by Foreplay, Still the One. You're listening to 900 AM WURD, Black Talk Media. You can check out the Jazz Kitchen every Sunday night from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. Next, we got a little Miriam Meadows, followed by Huge Groove and Michael Vance. once again, this show is coming to an end, the Jazz Kitchen. Thank you for listening to the Jazz Kitchen on WURD 900 AM. Thanks to Brother Dwayne for the Las Vegas connection. Thank you, Jeff Bradshaw, for coming on board with us tonight. Thanks to our host, Brother Ben, and thanks to our engineer, Eric Nixon. Philly, have a good night.
File 1 Dispatch Channel.